Welcome to the Stockhorse of Texas, an association that is designed for riders of all experiences to learn and compete in a friendly and affordable environment. This video is designed to familiarize riders with the Stockhorse Trail, one of the 4 basic Stockhorse disciplines. The Stockhorse Trail class is designed to test the horse's ability to cope with situations encountered in everyday riding. The horse is ridden through a pattern of obstacles, which should be similar to those found during the course of everyday work. Some mandatory obstacles included are opening gates, traveling over ground obstacles, riding over wooden bridges, backing and side passing. Further descriptions of the class, obstacles, and penalties can be found in our rulebook.
This video is a really good example of some of the obstacles you would typically see in a Stockhorse of Texas trail class. A judge in this class is looking for a horse that's broke, responsive, and well-mannered. This horse right there, loping left lead into the chute and backing out, is very well-mannered, responsive to the rider. Here he's going to trot up to a stationary pole. Credit is given when horses show attentiveness to obstacles and have the ability to get through the course, but also respond to the rider on more difficult obstacles. So here on the drag, you'll see that this horse does not appear anxious or excited. He is very responsive to the rider's cues. It should be noted that a rope drag is not used in the novice or youth classes. You do want to keep in mind your distance to the drag object. Right here, this drag is too close to the horse. As a rule of thumb, you would generally want at least 1 horse length between you and your drag object. When a drag is used in a class, the exhibitor must have the rope dallied on the saddle horn, either a half or a full dally for the entire duration of the drag. Drags may be a complete figure 8, and they may begin in either direction. This horse navigates the drag with ease. He is efficient and appears well broke. Overall, this is an example of a good to very good maneuver. Stockhorse trail courses do include no less than 6, but no more than 9 obstacles, and it is mandatory that the horse will be asked to walk, trot, and lope during the course. Next, the horse will pick up the right lead to the roping dummy. The horse does pick up the correct lead. It should be mentioned that in the trail class, quality of movement is considered a part of the maneuver score for each obstacle. The horse slopes up to the dummy well at this point. He's standing quietly. But when the rider begins swinging the rope, you'll notice that the horse becomes agitated. It's not important here that the rider does catch the dummy, but more important is the horse's attitude and mannerisms, as he did not want to stand still, which just makes it more difficult for the rider to rope the dummy. This was a below average maneuver. The next maneuver is a trot over the ground poles. The rider chooses to recoil his rope while moving on to the next obstacle, and the horse continues to negotiate through the course easily and very relaxed, which makes it a good or a very good maneuver. Transitioning to the next obstacle, the horse will side pass over the ground poles. The horse does continue without hesitation. He's willing and responsive to the rider's cues. But because the horse does not stay straight throughout the side pass and he leads with his front end, this is not a credit-earning maneuver. Walking up to the bridge here, this horse is alert, expressive, he appears relaxed. Right there, you see that he strays right before crossing over the bridge. He could have stayed straighter and more fluid crossing over that. Next, the horse transitions from a trot down to open the gate. Stockhorse Trail does use obstacles similar to those found during the course of everyday work. This is a more difficult gate, as the horse really has to navigate his way through it and position the rider well to open and pass through. This horse does a really good job, and it is an above average maneuver. Overall, this was a very good run and gives you a good example of obstacles that will be typically found in our Stockhorse Trail classes.